Have you ever wondered if your dog feels the love you once shared slipping away? Dogs don't use words, but their actions speak volumes. Sometimes the smallest change in your routine, less eye contact, fewer pats, a distracted voice, can make your dog question if they're still the center of your world. In this video, we'll uncover 12 subtle yet powerful signs your dog thinks you don't love them anymore. Some are heartbreaking, others might seem small, but together, they tell a story of hope, longing, and the deep connection dogs crave with their humans. If you truly care about your dog's happiness, pay close attention. What you discover today could rebuild the bridge between your heart and theirs. When your dog suddenly stops snuggling up or lying close, it's not always a sign of anger or independence. More often it's a gentle withdrawal, an attempt to give you space because they sense you don't want them near. This quiet retreat can break the bond over time, with your dog waiting, unsure if they're welcome. Dogs crave closeness, and when they choose a distant spot or prefer the floor to your side, it's their way of saying, "Do you still want me?" This is one of the earliest signals your dog feels a shift in your affection, a silent cry to be noticed and loved again. When your once outgoing dog starts hiding in corners or behind furniture, it's usually not for rest or quiet. It's a sign of anxiety. Dogs often seek shelter when they feel unwanted, hoping to stay out of the way. This behavior signals a loss of confidence and a fear of being a burden. If your dog hides from you, it's time to check in on your own habits. Are you ignoring their presence? Is your attention elsewhere? Sometimes a simple, gentle approach or a few minutes of undivided attention can bring your dog back into the light of your life. If you want your dog's eyes to light up every time you walk into the room, hit like and subscribe for more real-life dog insights and science-backed tips to keep your bond unbreakable. Remember how your dog used to rush to the door when you came home? If that enthusiasm has faded, it's not because they don't care anymore. Dogs that stay put, hesitate, or just offer a weak tail wag are often unsure if their greeting is still wanted. They wait for your lead. If you walk in without a smile, a hello, or a hug, they may give up hope. Over time, the loss of that daily ritual can make a dog feel invisible, longing for the moment you'll light up when you see them again. Eye contact is a dog's way of connecting on a deep emotional level. When your dog looks at you, then quickly turns away or lowers their gaze, it's a sign they're unsure where they stand. Maybe they used to get loving looks and gentle words, but now feel ignored or dismissed. Averted eyes say, "I don't know if I'm still your friend." Rebuilding trust is as simple as slowing down, calling their name with warmth, and meeting their eyes with kindness again. You'll notice it in the way your dog walks, slower steps, tail held low, or sighs that seem heavy with emotion. These aren't just signs of tiredness, they're physical expressions of loneliness and doubt. Your dog might pause before coming to you or linger at the edge of a room, waiting to be invited back into your space. When you see this, try greeting them with excitement, crouching down and opening your arms. A little enthusiasm can reignite their joy and remind them they're wanted. Dogs love hearing their name, especially when it's said with affection. But if you've been calling them distractedly, or not at all, your dog may start to ignore you. This isn't stubbornness, it's a learned response to disappointment. If their name no longer means love or attention, they tune out. To fix this, use their name with purpose. A warm tone, an open smile, and a reward for coming when called. Watch how quickly their ears perk up and their eyes brighten with hope. A wagging tail is the ultimate symbol of canine happiness. When wags become slow, hesitant, or disappear entirely, it's a sign your dog's spirit is dimming. This subtle change means your dog is unsure if joy is still welcome. If you notice this, try kneeling down, using a playful voice, and encouraging your dog to approach. Even one happy moment can restore their confidence in your affection. Dogs often bring toys, sticks, or even your socks as invitations to interact. If you ignore these gifts, your dog may stop offering them, believing you're no longer interested in their attempts to connect. Over time, this can make a dog feel unwanted and discourage further interaction. Try to notice when your dog brings you something, accept it with a smile or a gentle play session, showing them their efforts are still appreciated. Emotional stress often appears as changes in basic habits. If your dog eats less, sleeps away from you, or stays awake waiting, it might be sadness, not illness. Food loses its flavor when shared with loneliness. If you notice this, invite your dog to eat with you nearby, or return to bedtime routines you once shared. Sometimes, just being close at mealtimes or during naps is enough to rebuild trust and love. Destruction isn't always mischief. It can be a last call for attention. Dogs might chew furniture, shred pillows, bark for long periods, or dig at doors when they feel forgotten, desperate to get a reaction from you. This isn't about bad behavior, it's about heartbreak and confusion. Imagine the emotional storm behind those actions. Your dog tries every gentle signal first, waiting by the door, nudging your hand, bringing toys, until, feeling invisible, they act out in frustration. It's a final desperate plea. Notice me, remind me I matter. Instead of punishing them, recognize this as a plea for connection. Step into their world, spend more quality time together, offer mental stimulation, and bring new games or puzzles into their routine. Take extra care to reward calm behavior and gently redirect destructive habits. The more you show up with patience and love, the faster your dog learns to trust your heart again. Remember, healing starts with understanding. When your dog suddenly clings to others, follows guests around, or seems especially excited with strangers, it's not because they love you less or are unfaithful. Instead, they're seeking what they used to find with you: comfort, security, and affection. Dogs are incredibly social and feel safest when surrounded by genuine love. If their attempts to connect with you go unnoticed, they look elsewhere for warmth and belonging, sometimes with a new person, another animal, or even a favorite object. Don't let jealousy or guilt drive a wedge between you. Instead, let it serve as a gentle wake-up call. Reignite your rituals, daily walks, cuddle time, training games, or simply sitting together quietly. Let your dog see you're present, emotionally available, and excited to be with them again. Every new day is a chance to re-earn their trust and remind them you're still their chosen person. With a bit of effort, you'll see them naturally drift back to your side. The saddest sign of all is when your dog stops trying altogether. There are no more greetings at the door, no more happy tail wags, and barely a glance when you call their name. You might notice them resting in the hallway, curled up alone in a distant room, or sleeping with their back turned to you. Even their favorite toys stay untouched, collecting dust. This is the quiet acceptance that love has faded, or at least that your dog believes it has. Yet, even now, a glimmer of hope remains. Deep down, dogs never fully give up on their humans. Even in their silence, they long for one last gesture, a kind word, a soft touch, or a simple moment spent side by side. If you see these final signs, don't assume it's too late. Take small steps, sit quietly next to your dog, gently call their name, and offer your hand for them to sniff or rest their paw on. Often, a single moment of patience and love can reignite the spark and start rebuilding the trust that once held you close. The most powerful bonds are those we fight to restore. Your dog's loyalty is a gift, but it's also fragile. These 12 signs are not just warnings, they're invitations to reconnect. If you notice even one of these behaviors, don't wait. Speak with love, look them in the eyes, and remember that for your dog, your affection is their whole world. Rebuild your daily routines, bring back joyful moments, and never underestimate the healing power of a gentle touch or a warm word. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and never stop showing your dog that love can always be rebuilt. For more powerful insights and heartwarming stories, stay tuned and subscribe, because your dog's happiness starts with you. And remember, every day is a chance for a new beginning between you and your best friend.